as Christians, we have to guard our hearts. We have to make sure we are on a firm foundation, that our faith is unshakable, because we can't go by our hearts. We can't just be like, I'm going to let myself be here, listen to this, watch this, play this, be exposed to this, because our hearts will not listen to us. Our hearts cannot be trusted. They are deceitful. So you could take a child to church, right? And they could find the true love, the presence of God. They could be raising their hands, praising Jesus, worshiping for Him. And that's great. And then the next day, if your friend is like, oh, I'm going to take them somewhere, and they take them to some kind of satanic cultish thing, and then you could see how dangerous that would be for them. That would really mess with them. That would be really dangerous. That could do a lot of damage. They might completely, see God as this awful person, because obviously what they're saying is going to be the complete opposite of God's truth, and hopefully no one's letting their kids go to anything that's like satanic or anything like that. But we have to be careful, especially nowadays, because this part isn't so much about little kids, but for people in college are now taking courses like these. The biggest colleges around are apparently now starting to have, or are going to have, courses on witchcraft. They're why would that be a thing? But that's apparently something that's going on now. And that is so relevant to that video that I posted the other day, that these parents, they're sending their kids off to college to lose them. And now it's worse than ever. There's some of the biggest colleges now have classes they can take on witchcraft. Why would that have anything to do with college, about learning? It's so dangerous. But guard your hearts. Make sure your foundation is firm, that you will not be shaken no matter what someone says to you, no matter what happens in your life. Because some people, they trust God, but then when things get rough for them, when they don't see God moving, they start to doubt God. And sometimes people, their faith is not strong, and they leave God, they abandon God in their worst moments. And their worst moments are the times that they need God the most. They need to be the strongest when they are the weakest in their body. They need to be the strongest in their faith. They need to be trusting God the most with their soul. You cannot let doubt kill you. You cannot let what the world tells you mess with your mind. It is a battlefield out there. This is all spiritual warfare. You have to protect yourself. You have to let God protect you. Let God lead you. Be like little children. We can all be like little children and just be innocent in His eyes. Be running to Him. Be loving. Be like little children. That's what He says. And I think part of that means don't be... The world wants you to be so serious. Take everything so serious. Oh, I gotta go to work. I gotta do this. I don't have time for games. Don't have time to just admire the flowers or whatever. Just be like little children. Remember, go back to what it was like to just be carefree and joyful, and do that for God. Be joyful in the Lord. Don't worry at all what the world says. Whatever your troubles are, don't worry about it. Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will have its own problems in itself. But, focus on God. He will not take away your storms. He can. He does. But not always. He might just get you through the storm. The sea. He parted the sea. He didn't send them over the sea. He got them through the sea. right? He didn't take away the sea. He just let them go through it. He's not always going to take away whatever is just wearing you out, whatever's ruining you. He's going to grab you by the hand and says, follow me, and just trust him whatever you have to go through. God will get you through the storm. Make sure your faith is on a firm foundation. All right. God bless you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Be more like children. Keep your faith on Christ alone. Do not let your foundations be shaken no matter what, because things are going to get really tough, really fast, real soon. Jesus is returning quickly. God bless you guys. Peace.